good morning, good afternoon, good evening. I don't know when you're watching this video, but how you doing? I'm Jason Sanchez and I'm coming back at you again with another video. This one is about how I use a prep center for Amazon FBA. So, as many of you guys already know or should know, I do online arbitrage with Amazon FBA. When you're doing online arbitrage, you know that you're constantly ordering packages and you're usually shipping them over to your house, and you're labeling them, either putting them in a poly bag or in a box, whatever Amazon requires, and then you're resending it out to Amazon. So this is absolutely freaking fantastic. You're ordering things at home, you can prep them out at home, and just send them out whenever you're ready. But here's the issue. When you start growing and you start receiving tons of packages, when you're receiving, let's say, 2 or 3 packages every single day, things begin to quickly add up. And before you know it, you have a living room full of boxes and of things and products and everything that you need to prep out yourself. So you've been doing a great job at sourcing consistently every day, or going out to the retail stores and buying products every day. But now you've built up a small warehouse at your house full of product. But here's the thing. Now you need to take time to go prep these products. So it's all okay when you only have a couple of orders, but when you start having 15, 20, 30 orders back to back, it begins to be a little bit daunting. Not daunting, time consuming is the better word. The prep job here's what it is. It's usually, as soon as you order it, you're going to confirm that you received the same product and it's the same exact thing. Then you're going to either go to Seller Central, Inventory Lab, whichever it is, the one that you use, and you're going to go start building your shipment. You're going to add your inventory into your stock and let Amazon know that you're going to be sending out a shipment. Usually Amazon's going to tell you, they're going to ask you if you want to commingle your products or if you want to label yourself. I always recommend doing labeling yourself, because that way you can control a little bit of, you got a little bit more quality control. The second option you have is to commingle your products. So this is when you're sending in your product to Amazon, and Amazon's going to mix it with other sellers' products and send it out to the customers. I don't do this myself because you don't know what other sellers are doing. For us, we want to try to do the best, have the highest quality product, wrapped nicely, all in great condition. But if another seller doesn't give a crap about how the products are, they might just send crappy products to be commingled, and a customer might get their crappy product even though you sent out good products. So that's why I always recommend doing the Amazon label. But I'm going to leave the rest of that stuff for a later video. Right now we're talking about prepping. So as you continue to build out your shipment, Amazon's going to tell you whether your product is going to need a poly bag, it's always going to need a label, or it might need like a bubble wrap or a cardboard box or something like that. So if you're in a room with 100 different products, or 150, 200 products that you now need to prep, sure, if you only have 15 or 20 to bubble wrap something and put it in a poly bag, no big deal. But when you have 100 or 200 or 300 pieces, it starts becoming very time consuming. Now here's where the prep center comes in. The prep center is when you're going to order your products, but instead of you ordering it to your house, you're going to order it to their warehouse. And then they're going to prep it out for you, and then they'll send it into Amazon. Freaking amazing. Before we continue to move on, I want to mention one more thing. When you start getting good at sourcing, you're going to be finding that as soon as you hop on the computer, you will be buying products. So when you have 300 products to prep out, you're kind of taking out a large chunk of your time to start prepping that stuff. And I'm not saying it's not worth it, but I'm just saying if you can be sourcing more rather than prepping, I mean, I personally think sourcing is the most important thing of this business. So I think that's where most of the time needs to be dedicated. I think that's if you could get good at one thing, it would be sourcing, finding good deals. So when you have 300 products to prep, you're taking time away from your sourcing to go prep products, and it's not worth it. It's not our responsibility to be doing that. It shouldn't be. Our responsibility should be to continue to source and find good deals. So now I want to describe a couple of different things, but I'm using the whiteboard here because I'm going to need to use, we're going to do a little bit of math, talk a little bit about taxes, you know, all the hot stuff. Alright, so I'm going to draw a quick little picture of how it used to be, what normal online arbitrage is, and then the inclusion of a prep center. Alright, so real quick, here's how it goes. No prep center. You're ordering it from the store, the packages are going to your house. At your house, you're prepping it, putting it in a poly bag, slapping a label on it, and then you're sending it into Amazon. So, here's what it's like when you're using a prep center. It goes from prep center, it goes, you order it from the store, it goes to your prep center, and then it goes into Amazon. At the prep center, they're replacing your house that you're now using as a warehouse and your warehouse employees, which is yourself. So they'll have a warehouse and employees that are going to help them slap the labels on it, put it in poly bags, and do all that good stuff. So now I want to talk about a little bit of taxes and how, if you're really smart, you can use this to actually save some money. Watch this. Alright, you guys may or may not know, but I am from New York City, by the way. And our sales tax is 8.875%. Meaning, if we have a $20 product, we're paying 8.875 in taxes alone. So $20 times 8.875% is gonna equal to think about $1.80. I think the exact answer is $1.78, but for sake of example, we'll leave it at $1.80. Okay, so it means that you're paying $1.80 per product in taxes. So this is where you become really smart. Alright, what if you get a prep center in a state where it's tax-free? I'm not exactly sure of all the ones that are tax-free, but I know where I'm using it is in Montana. So, in Montana, they have 0% taxes. 0. So that means this $1.80, I'm not paying it in taxes anymore. So, one second. So, in New York State, you're paying $1.80 per product in taxes. In Montana, you'd be paying 0 because there's no sales tax on products in Montana. There's a few more states that I'm not so sure of right now when I'm recording. However, I am going to put a resource of a few different prep centers in tax-free states that you guys can check out, feel out, do whatever you'd like to do, but I just want to provide that for you. So here we're paying $1.80 per product in taxes alone. Then we're going to add about 5 cents for the cost of a label, plus maybe 10 cents for a poly bag, because we need to do the work ourselves. So now we're all in about $1.95 per product. On average, my prep center is charging me about $1.25 to $1.40, depending on what type of prep needs to be done. So this is what I'm paying per product. Let's say this is on the higher end. This is on the higher end, by the way. This is on the higher end. But look, no matter what, I'm paying $1.95 here. It's costing me $1.95 here, almost $2 whole to go send it out to Amazon, as opposed to $1.40 in Montana. You see what I mean? It's like it makes we're saving 50 cents per product by having someone else do it, because just simply of the tax savings. So this is not taking into account the time savings. So it'll probably take me to label and poly bag a product 20 seconds. I don't know, probably more, like 30 seconds. But if you have 200-300 products, things just add up. And you know, it's not like you're gonna do 200-300 products. You know, I procrastinate, I get sidetracked, I do all that sort of stuff. So something that's supposed to take me an hour will take me like 3, cause I'm not the right guy for this. I'm not. But look, the savings talk for themselves. You're saving 50 cents by using a preps. I'm saving 50 cents. Now, this isn't typical. I don't want anyone to. Everyone's experience is different, but in my experience, this has been it. We've been saving money using a prep center, as well as saving time. And not only this, sometimes we'll go weeks and weeks and weeks just sourcing, but they just never went out because we were too damn lazy to freaking make a shipment. And it's so stupid because you make money when you buy, but also when it's sent into Amazon. So we've been doing the buying part, but it was hard for us to be consistent with the shipping part because it would just take us a long time. It would take us a long time. We had this one product. It was selling like freaking crazy. Every time we would go, I would go buy 300, 400, 500 pieces. But the prep on it would take us literally like 3 minutes per product to prep it because we had to bubble wrap it and box it up and put a thing in them. It was a whole thing. So for us to prep out 300-400 products, it would take us like 2 days. 2 days of 2 people working nonstop all day. It's crazy. It's crazy. So prep center, we got our time back. We're paying $1.40. We're saving some money. It just made the absolute perfect sense for us. I don't want you guys to think that this is the end all be all of all your problems. I'm just saying using a prep center is a very, very powerful and effective tool. I think we're done with math and taxes by now. We touched upon how much time it takes to use to prep your products. We talked about the overall process of how it goes from the store to your house to Amazon, or from the store to the prep center and then to Amazon. We talked about a little bit of the time savings, the tax savings, or I guess that's relative. Depends on what state you're in. But just really the main thing is really the time savings, because when you're saving time, you have more time to go source or do things that will have a higher ROI on your time. So it's a little bit of an interesting concept to start thinking about, just how are you leveraging your time to get a higher ROI. And I just think that when you're prepping your product yourself, you're not leveraging your time well. So you might be saving a little bit of money up front, but in the long term, you could be spending that money sourcing way more stuff. Oh, by the way, I managed to dig up a couple pictures just so you guys can believe me. I live in an apartment, so immediately my house is gonna get cluttered as soon as I have like 3 boxes. I also live in Manhattan, so you know that these apartments are tiny. So I'm gonna mention. Look, this crazy. I mean, it's not crazy, but it's just mad boxes in a small house where we all live together. Anyway, there's I'm gonna provide a list of prep centers in a couple of different tax-free states down in the description below. Please, guys, if you like this, give it a like, subscribe. Let me know what you guys think of these videos. I'm really working hard to try to make this more consistent, just better overall for you guys. Another thing I wanted to touch up on is I have a Facebook group. It's called Online Arbitrage All-Stars. It's called Online Arbitrage All-Stars. I'm gonna also provide a link in the description. That's where I like to hang out at. It's there's low members right now, so not no members, low members. So I'm able to really just literally be like a one-on-one coach. It's a free resource. It's a lot of good, awesome stuff. I have a plan for more content that I want to provide. Really, I'm just trying to unload as much as what's in my brain down over to you guys and have you guys avoid some of the mistakes that I've made or some of the things that prolonged my success, because I don't think success is a destination, it's a journey. So by me making these videos and by me helping you guys out, I feel successful. It makes me feel good. It makes me feel like I want to work harder. So thanks, guys. Thanks for watching. One more thing. I actually wanted to provide, so I had ended this video already, but I want to provide an actual step-by-step play on how we do this. So I'm going to record a video on my computer. Just stay tuned. It's going to be right here at the very end. Alright, so I wanted to jump in here real quick and just show you guys the exact spreadsheet that we use So this is not the exact one that we use with the prep center because I didn't want to show that because there's a lot of classified information. You see where we bought it, what we bought, how many we bought, ACE, and all that sort of stuff. But anyway, so when we make a purchase, we ship it out directly to the prep center, and then right here we'll write where we bought it from. For example, if it's Walmart, we write Walmart. Let me quickly type that. Oops. You get it, Walmart. Then we'll write the item. So let's say if it was a, I don't know, Nike T-shirt, I'd write Nike T-shirt, but I'm writing pants because that's easier to write. So then I write the quantity that I ordered. For example, it's 3. Then my prep center is gonna let me know how many they received. If it's 1, 2, 3, or whatever, just to see if there's a discrepancy in the quantities. So and I also add the information of the color and the size that I used. I'll add the ASIN information. UPC is not necessarily. We really don't use this one. And then she'll let me know, or they'll let me know if it's damaged or not. So once I start, racking up some orders, and she starts receiving them, she'll let me know. Say, hey, Jason, we've received a few different shipments. Just make sure that to add them to your inventory, and then we'll ship them out. And then I'll add them to my inventory on. I use Inventory Lab because I just find it a little bit easier. And then nothing. I send her an email and I'm like, all right, let's make a shipment. Thank you. And then she'll let me know once it's shipped. So it's very straightforward. It's very awesome. I think you guys could. You see the benefit of it right here.